Hello everyone, this is Indrajit Ganguly. Dear students, in my last video, you have understood about the importance of the revolt of 1857. I hope you know that these sporadic revolt failed due to lack of coordination and planning of the revolutionaries. Nevertheless, the revolt of 1857 remains the first war of independence. I hope you also noticed that the nationalist struggles in India got momentum after the establishment of the Indian National Congress. The Indian National Congress guided the common people against the colonial rule and gave a proper shape to the India's freedom struggle. But the event which proved instrumental in the history of India's freedom struggle was the First World War. India had been forced to take part in the First World War as a part of the British Empire. To continue the war, the British had to increase their defense expenditure, and thus they levied new taxes on Indians. They introduced income tax and the custom duties. The rise in taxes had an adverse effect on the common people who were forced to live a life of extreme hardship. Villages were called upon to supply soldiers, and the forced recruitment in rural areas caused widespread anger. During those days, crop fails in many parts of India, resulting in acute shortage of food. The crop failure was further followed by famines and outbreak of influenza. These harsh situations set the stage for the beginning of the nationalist struggle in India. India's nationalist struggle got momentum when a 45-year-old man returned in India in 1915. We all know his name. He is none other than Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He had successfully tested novel ideas of non-violence and anti-colonial struggle in South Africa. Mahatma Gandhi brought the directionless revolutionaries of India on a common platform. He motivated diverse social groups to rise above petty differences of caste, creed, religion, region, and work single-mindedly towards a common goal of freedom. Gandhian weapons such as Ahimsa and Satyagraha shattered the confidence of the mighty British Empire. After coming back from South Africa in January 1915, Mahatma Gandhi infused a new life into the India's freedom movement. In other words, we can say that the quality of Mahatma Gandhi turned the freedom struggle into a mass movement. The word Satyagraha emphasized the power of truth and need to search for truth. Satyagraha is a passive resistance used powerfully to appeal to the conscience of the oppressor. Without seeking revenge or being aggressive, a Satyagrahi could win the battle through non-violence. Gandhiji believed that truth was bound to ultimately triumph and dharma of non-violence could unite all Indians. Mahatma Gandhi organized Satyagraha movement in different parts of India. In 1916, he visited the poor peasants of Champaran districts in Bihar. The British planters forced the peasants to grow indigo. I hope you were familiar with the story of indigo cultivation in Bengal from class 8. The sale of Indian indigo earned the British huge profits in the international market, but there was nothing for the peasants. Peasants could not use the land used for indigo cultivation for any other food crop. These led to shortage of food grains. In 1917, he visited Kheda in Gujarat. There was a crop failure and plague epidemic. The peasants of Kheda could not pay the revenue and were demanding that revenue collection be relaxed. Mahatma Gandhi, along with Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, garnered mass support and organized a Satyagraha movement against the tax burden. In 1918, Mahatma Gandhi went to Ahmedabad to organize a Satyagraha movement amongst cotton mill workers. There was a demand of salary hike and improvement of working condition in the factories. Gandhiji, as a middleman, negotiated between mill owners and workers and find a middle way to settle disputes. These successful regional movements paved the way for Gandhiji to become a national leader and guided our independence struggle from the front. Now the question arises how this could be possible, and how does Gandhiji get a national platform, and which issue he would choose for the national movement. All these questions will be answered in my next video. So students, don't forget to watch my next video and please give your valuable feedback in the comment box. This is it for today. Thank you and have a nice day.